It's very exciting for a lot of people, Verizon customers. Your long wait is now over. The iPhone has finally arrived on your network. The official announcement made today here in Manhattan. Verizon's and Apple's top brass revealing their plans today. So when exactly can you get your hands on one? Well, here's Verizon's boss with the answer.
On February the 3rd, Verizon Wireless existing customers are going to have an exclusive opportunity to pre-order the iPhone 4 online ahead of general availability. 1 week later, on February 10th, the iPhone 4 will launch to everyone at Verizon Wireless Online, Verizon Wireless stores, as well as at Apple stores and Apple Online.
A lot of people marking that date, February 10. Now your second most asked question, price. It'll be about the same as AT&T's price, either $200 or $300 depending on the model, and that's with a 2-year contract.
All right, joining us now to talk more about the Verizon iPhone is Jonathan Geller, founder of BoyGeniusReport.com. Thanks for being with us.
Sure. Jonathan, let's start off with the biggest difference between AT&T phone, that iPhone, and the iPhone that Verizon's going to be offering.
I mean, the biggest difference that users will notice is that you can't surf and talk on the phone at the same time. So if you're on a phone call and you want to check your email or surf the web, you're not able to do that with the Verizon version, whereas you are with the AT&T one.
Why is that?
It's a change. It's just, you know, that's how their network's set up, and no Verizon phone can do that either. It's just that, you know, if you are an AT&T and you want to switch, it's something that you'll have to, you'll have to deal with as opposed to getting a new feature.
Okay, so Verizon slightly redesigned the phone, its iPhone. So give us an advantage it has over the AT&T iPhone then.
Well, if you remember, there was this whole antenna-gate discussion when the iPhone 4 came out. You know, people were holding it wrong, the signals were dropping, calls were dropping. So the phone's been redesigned as far as the antenna is concerned, and it's been specifically manufactured to work on Verizon's network.
Let's talk a little bit about the fees, because everybody wants to know about like data fees, for example. There are rumors that those fees may be lower with Verizon. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, Verizon hasn't announced their service fees yet for the iPhone. You know, things that people are talking about are possibly Verizon offering an unlimited plan. Unlimited plan would actually be $5 more expensive per month than the AT&T plan, but it would give you unlimited data usage. If you're a big data user, that's great. AT&T's is capped at a certain amount. So it'll give you more for the money, but it actually might turn out to be around $5 more a month.
I see.
Okay, and what about the iPhone, Verizon's version, as far as working internationally?
It will work internationally. There's a CDMA phone and then also a GSM phone for roaming internationally. This does not have that. So it'll work in about 20 to 40 countries internationally, as opposed to an AT&T phone, which would work in around 220 countries. So there definitely is some difference. If you're a world traveler, you know, somewhere you go might not be compatible. You might have to rent a phone or switch phones temporarily.
Jonathan, you know, it's interesting that we have another choice here, and we're always talking about so many choices that we have, and the next thing you know, there's something new that's coming, you know, along the pike. I wanted you to comment about that, what's next, but also what's AT&T saying about all of this? You know,
AT&T is sticking strong. This is it is a pretty big blow to them. They've had this phone exclusively for around 3.5 years. And you know, they're beefing up their lineup with other phones to compete and to supplement this. But you know, it is a hit. Verizon's extremely happy about it, and they announced a multi-year partnership, so they're going to be working on future iPhones together, Verizon and Apple. There'll be 4G iPhones, you know, coming. There might even be a new iPhone in June, July for Verizon as well. So you might want to hold off and even think about that.
That's the whole thing,
and of
right?
course Verizon is legitimary for having really great service. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that as well.
Absolutely.
Jonathan Geller, we thank you so much with BoyGeniusReport.com. Thanks again.
Okay. When we come back for you today, troubling news concerning the